Hey everybody, my name is Javier Cervantes and welcome back to Pilsen Pod. I'm pretty excited to bring this new segment to you guys. This segment is going to be basically me going into the community and just seeing what's going on. You know, Pilsen is a very busy place. There's always something going on. As the weather gets better, more things start happening. So I'm going to be just going out and interviewing folks. In this particular episode, I had the pleasure of interviewing William Guerrero, also known as the Pilsen Kid. Very, very talented young man. He's a photographer, videographer, but he's also gets involved in his community when it comes to actions and just fighting the good fight. So William actually joined the hunger strike in the east side of the city. As many of you know, General Iron is trying to come into the city and they're trying to put their plants in the East End, which is mostly black and brown residents. Unfortunately, here in the city, our black and brown communities get all of the environmental injustices, and you know, these folks are fighting back. So I'm excited to bring this interview to you and to hear, so you could hear firsthand from William what inspired him to join the movement. I also had the pleasure of interviewing Alderman Byron Cincho Lopez of the 25th Ward. I was not expecting to interview him. Actually, I was just going out into the community and I saw him doing a community cleanup across the street from Casa del Pueblo by El Aguila on 18th Street. So I'm excited to bring you that interview. Got to ask him what inspired him to do this community cleanup, and he also was part of the hunger strike in the east side of the city. I got to ask him questions on that, so I hope you guys enjoy this interview. Inspired you, bro, to be part of this hunger strike?
So one of my friends, Oscar, you know, he hit me up saying, yeah, like, yo, I challenge you to do a one-day hunger strike. And they've actually started like way before me, like I think at this time 7 days before me. And I decided, well, you know what, like I'll do you one better, I'll join you. And so right there on, I joined them, and you know, during this time of a pandemic when they're putting their lives on the line, literally starving themselves, it actually gave me like yo, like they're actually doing this, and so like yo, they need help. And I felt that one day wouldn't do justice. I felt that one day would just be like, oh, I'm just like, one day, you know, it's alright. No, we need to bring awareness to the Southeast side. The Southeast side is not a dumping ground. The Southeast side is homes to many black and brown people over there, and so when eventually we concluded the strike on March 4th, but we're still fighting. We're still fighting for the Southeast side not to let General Iron be built over there. You know.
How many demonstrations or part of actions were you part of? And where were they?
In terms of the hunger strike?
Yeah, like where did you guys go? Where did you guys do any demonstrations? I know City Hall was one of them.
City Hall was definitely one of them. The first time I went was at a press conference. You know, I spoke over there. At the second time, we wanted to do a sit-in at City Hall, but that didn't happen because the building was apparently closed, but it wasn't really. But yeah, it was really fun to see the support. It was really humbling to see the support as well. Oscar, you know, the man who was doing, you know, I think at this time it was like 20 days now. It was, you know, to still have that energy is very, very inspiring.
That definitely is extremely inspiring. So what do you want to tell Lori Lightfoot and City Council? What do you want to tell them? So yeah, for Lori Lightfoot is very easy. You know, you can easily resolve this issue by just denying the permit. You have home rule. You have home rule to where if the community is in danger, if a community sees a threat, you know, to the many lives over there, you have home rule to say, yo, listen, we don't want General Iron here. You can use home rule to take him out, to deny that final permit, and it's very simple, very simple. And to the city council, you know, we presented I'm not sure, but it was like it was a piece of paper, like demanding, like, yo, let's have a meeting about this, and yeah, pretty much it. Like, yo, deny the permit, deny the permit. So what inspired you to be part of the hunger strike?
After seen so many projects coming into industrial corridors without any vetting, without any impact studies, the cumulative effects that a lot of these polluters made as shredders. We had coal plants before, pet coke in South Chicago, and every time that we ask for a community meeting, a discussion, an impact study, there's never an opportunity for the community to see what's coming. And as we've seen the effects on our children, our seniors, not only now, but particularly now during the pandemic, where we see like our asthma rates for kids are 3 times the number than in other communities, where we see our cancer rates, respiratory issues that we have for kids, seniors, and community members has been, I think, an eye-opening, and at least for us to see so closely the effects of pollution, the effects on our health, and to see that there's really nothing we can do. I mean, not too long ago, here in Pilsen, despite our concerns and our rejection of another cement plant here in Pilsen, there's nothing that we could have done. We understand the cumulative effects, same in South Chicago, where we have already communities that are in the 80th percentile of pollution across the country. We know that we need to do something different. We cannot continue to be the dumping ground of dirty industry, especially in this case with General Iron, where we see a community that has deemed it unsafe, unfit because of pollution, but is acceptable to have it in South Chicago, is not acceptable to have it in Lincoln Park. And the effects in our health and the well-being of our families are permanent. So this was, and after due diligence, sending letters, asking for meetings, asking for the EPA. I mean, right now we have 3 federal investigations on this particular issue, and the community still, I think the hunger strike on the 30th day, they still have not been able to get a meeting directly with the mayor. The community still is not able to get a meeting with the mayor, and that's something that we must take seriously. Pandemics are the result of environmental catastrophes. The environment has become, I think that with global warming and all the things that we see across the country, something that we need to prioritize. And the fact that we haven't been able to make any changes citywide, what to me was an urgent call to protect the well-being of our not only our current community, our current generations, but the future generations when we have so much pollution in our communities.
What are your thoughts behind all the people that have been supporting this movement?
Well, the thing is, it's good to see, people who now, we didn't know about the effects of coal plants, pet coke. We didn't see the effects of metal shredders decades ago, but now we do. And now we have a lot of young people, a lot of people from the community that now understanding the implications of these projects are mobilizing, are rejecting them, are demanding action from local authorities or elected officials. I see a lot of young people demanding a Green New Deal, demanding investment in our communities that doesn't tell us, well, there's nothing you can do. You either take the jobs or you take nothing. I think that this is important, that we know that we can have green, sustainable jobs and revenue and investment. We cannot choose between our health and growth. We got to make sure that we talk about sustainability, that we know that we can have jobs, especially now when we have developers like Sterling Bay, who took $1.3 billion in public subsidies and TIF money. Imagine what we can do with that investment in South Chicago. What kind of infrastructure to put in place. So we can put not only green technology, we can have solar power, we can have wind energy, we can have good, sustainable long-term jobs, not at the expense of the community. So I believe that it's good to see people understanding, people mobilizing that we should not accept this as the norm, and that people are asking for alternatives, are asking for a new policy around the environment. I think there's a lot of demand for a quality ordinance that protects the well-being of residents. So I see a lot of young people, a lot of people in the community mobilizing. There was another march in Logan Square this week. We see the solidarity from health experts, over 300 health experts who signed a letter of support and against this kind of polluter to come in.
So Alderman, I see that you're doing a community cleanup today. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, yeah, now that the weather is a little nicer, there's no melted, so now you start seeing a lot of things that were left out, a lot of garbage in the community. So I think this week now, I think we see that people took their dips, so we're trying to get a community cleanup. We just did one in Little Italy a little earlier on today, taking advantage of the weather, and we're doing one here in Pilsen. We're gonna go on Blue Island to 21st and 18th Street as far west as we can, and we're gonna do these cleanups during the springtime, getting neighbors to be part of the community. It's great to see different people from different backgrounds, different blocks. So it's a sense of community that we can build a community by helping each other, by coming together. So this is a good community activity that also helps in a time where we see a lot of issues with the garbage issues and all that with the winter. But I think it's great to see we've got a good turnout of people, and we're gonna be cleaning out all this morning. And hopefully during the winter with being all the blocks. So if you're interested in doing a cleanup, let us know and call our office, and we can set up a cleanup in your block as well.
Can you tell us your office number?
773-523-4100.
How about your social media?
And on social media, check us at Byron Siccho or Siccho for 25 in our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Thank you so much, Oliver, for all you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what inspired you to come out today?
I had always wanted to volunteer for the community. I'd always been wondering what I could do to help out. And I remember when Byron was first running, I really felt like, he was someone that really cared about the community. And I just kind of was inspired by that.
Awesome.
To help work, yeah.
And how long have you lived in Pilsen?
I've lived here for about 9 years, but my family's been here since the 50s.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for what you're doing. Thank you. And ma'am, may I ask what inspired you to come out today?
I believe in helping the community, and maybe when they see us doing this, I'm thinking they will put the trash in the waste can instead of dropping everything on the ground. And we need to keep Pilsen beautiful. It's a beautiful area of the city, and we need to keep it clean. And I believe in Byron.
How long has this Love Fridge been out here?
Oh man, I can't really speak for them, but probably for a year or so.
Wow.
But yeah, we have things like these as well. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, you never knew that? Yeah.
I mean, I've known of the Love Fridge in different neighborhoods. I didn't know we had one.
Yeah, no, it's been here, and it's located on near Casa de Pueblo, over here by Currency Western Union. So anyone can come and they can take it. It's for the Pueblo,
What was it about Georgia that just said, hey man, I gotta go down there?
So I received, so a friend of mine texted me saying, hey, let's go to Georgia. There's an important Senate runoff elections that need to be paid attention to, and we would love to have you down here. And I'm like, all right, yeah, let's do it. What turned out to be a weekend turned out to be the whole runoff election. It turned out to be the whole month, and I didn't expect that. I was like, you know what? Let's keep on going. We still gotta turn the Senate blue, and eventually we won. So that was amazing. That was great. It was days of waking up early in the morning, 5 a.m. to go to the polls and tell the people to go vote. It was a lot of doors to be knocked, and a lot of hardworking people from the working family party and from Georgia, and the amazing, powerful woman there that actually led us there.
So who'd you meet down there? I saw a picture of you and Julian Castro, man.
Yeah, so I met Castro, but most importantly, I met Maria de Palacios. Amazing woman. She's very hardworking. She wakes up in the morning to go to the poultry plants with volunteers to give masks, to give PPE, to give voting information. Also, Michelle Rivera was also part of the Working Families Party over there as well. Amazing individual. Hopefully you guys get to meet her soon.
So, what was your experience going door to door, knocking? Was that one of your first full campaigns that you went hardcore and did mostly organizing?
Yeah, no. So it was definitely one of those times where I really put out my last sweat, my last blood, like everything. It was really motivating, really powerful to meet some people in the community of Georgia as well, expressing their thoughts about their senators, what they want to see in their communities as well. It was also motivating, to have them see someone from Chicago, not from their state, to go to their door and say, hey, this is important, make sure to go vote.
Nice. So, what would you tell young people out there that have been thinking about getting involved in their community and politics? Like, what would you tell them, and from your experiences?
That if there's something that you truly fight for, there's something that you really think that it could be a change in the community, to stand up and do it. Like our parents, our elders have fought for every single thing to give the youth what we have right now, and it's us, the youth, to now give back, to fight for our communities, to fight for our families, to give back to our elders and to our parents, and show our ancestors that yes, the community can still be the community it is today.
So, Kid, where could people find you on social media?
You guys can find me on Instagram at the Kid from Pilsen. I'm mainly on there. I'm a photographer, journalist, whatever people call me now these days. But yeah.